Congratulations. Like other senators, I think you'll do a good job.
Thank you, sir.
Want to start out by thanking you, like Senator Durbin did, for during the Trump administration, working with us on the First Step Act. You were actively involved in a lot of those negotiations between Democrats and Republicans on the Hill here, as well as between us and the first Trump administration. You worked hard. I noticed after you took the oath, the first question you got was, you going to answer our letters? Remember what I told you in my office?
Oh, yes, sir.
As I tell every confirmed person coming to my office that you ought to say maybe, because I pointed out to you how I had 158 letters to the Justice Department that are still unanswered. So
sir.
they said yes, but they turned out to be liars. And that's true of Republican and Democrat administrations generally. So I hope you'll, since you said I do, you'll tell all your colleagues in the cabinet the same darn thing, or they're going to be liars. So
Yes, sir. I hear you loud and clear, and I have to believe with 100,000 employees at USDA, we'll be able to answer your letters to the best of my ability, sir. But yes.
now, at least one other person, my colleague Senator Ernst, has brought up the importance of whistleblowers, the information she got from them. I'm not sure that I want to ask you a question. I just want to tell you what is on my mind, and that is you've got tens of thousands of people working under you. You can't know what they do, and you ought to listen to whistleblowers, and it's not you yourself listening to whistleblowers, it's you establishing a culture within your agency that middle management's going to listen to whistleblowers, because then they don't have to come and bother me. I got 38 investigations going. Most of it have come from whistleblower information about fraud or about the law not being followed or misspending of money and all that. So listen to whistleblowers, will you?
Yes, sir. You have my 100% commitment. We talked about it in your office, and I really look forward to that.
The next thing is the legal term actively engaged in farming is not enforced. We got too many people on Wall Street getting farm payments that shouldn't be getting them. So I want you to make sure that all of this manipulation that has gone on in the Department of Agriculture under both Republicans and Democrats to dilute the term actively engaged, and I'm being a little facetious when I say this, but you ought to at least have dirt under your fingernails if you're going to get payments from the taxpayers for your farming operation. So I expect actively engaged to be fully enforced by you, and however it's been diluted, you ought to take a look at it and make sure that it is stiffer than what it otherwise was. And then when we get into this negotiations on a 5-year farm bill, I don't expect you to answer this now, but just let me tell you, there can be tremendous savings to the taxpayers. And you can even discuss this with Mr. Musk of Doge, and you can discuss it with people at OMB. If you can put a cap on what one farmer can get from the farm program, so we aren't subsidizing big farmers to get bigger. And I got nothing wrong with the marketplace working for people get as big as they want to get, but we shouldn't be subsidizing. The whole point of an agricultural farm 5-year farm bill safety net is to protect people that are medium and small size farmers that can't control what happens to them, whether it's a natural disaster or a Carter grain embargo or some war in Kiev. Big farmers can handle that, but small farmers can't. And that seems to me, for the same reason we put out disaster relief for farmers in the bill that just passed before Christmas, and you're going to administer, there's the same reason that we have a safety net for farmers on prices generally and things beyond their control. So I try every farm bill to get this done. And the most successful farm bill I had, and I hope I'm successful in this farm bill, was 2015, when I got a cap put on in both the House and Senate in exactly the same language, and it shouldn't have been diluted at all or changed at all when it goes to conference, because those are the rules of conference. But the congressman from Texas, I don't know his name, that was chairman of the Ag Committee at that time, and you probably know who he was. He did not like it, and he diluted it to it's practically meaningless at this point. So if you want to save some taxpayers' money, look at that issue when I bring it up again.
Thank you, sir.
Another thing is, we had the first Trump administration. We had a couple times in the Biden administration use money from the Commodity Credit Corporation that I don't think should have been used. And the power of the purse, as you know, rests with Congress under Article 1 of the Constitution. And money can't be spent without authority of Congress. And billions have been wasted that way. And I hope you don't get involved in wasting those dollars again. I'll end with the Packers and Stockyards Act. I think it's stronger than anything that the Justice Department can do under antitrust laws to protect the welfare of the farmer, to make sure that the marketplace is working. And thank God, Vilsack, just before he left office, put out some regulations that will help enforce Packers and Stockyards Act, particularly to protect livestock producers in highly concentrated areas of agriculture, or the poultry grower payment system, the capital improvement payment system. The American Farm Bureau Federation has spoken positively about these issues. I think there were some more that are on the books that maybe you can take a look at that he didn't get around to putting out, because maybe they're a little more controversial. But the Packers and Stockyards Act is the most effective tool to make sure that the marketplace works for the American farmer. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. And I am really looking forward to working with you and continuing to move forward, and especially focusing on our small family farms in rural America.